Hey, everybody. How's your day been, Landra?
Well, I felt like I wasn't getting anything done, but I did 2 loads of laundry, cleaned the toilet. I had 2 fans that I tore apart and washed and got all the dust off. So, because it was hot today.
I know that's just cleaning fans is a lot.
So, I think I want to buy one of those little robot vacuum sweepers. I really am.
We have one.
What brand do you have?
We have the iBot. It's the iBot, I-B-O-T, iBot.
iBot, A-B-O-T. Yes. Is it smart enough not to fall downstairs? Because I have basement stairs that there's no door in front of, and I just wouldn't want it to.
I don't know, because we have a door on ours, so I don't know. But oh, I love it. Otherwise, I have 6 dogs. Otherwise, I'd be sweeping all day long, and it just maps out and goes all over the house. I love it. Hello,
hey,
Kim.
Everybody. How are y'all doing today? Welcome. I'm so glad you're here.
Hey.
Good, Patty. Awesome.
Hey, I had 2 Mighty Muffins. I'm telling you, I am going to exceed your Mighty Muffin quota.
All right, that's okay. That's a good challenge. To beat Kim's my first 20 days of Mighty Muffins. If you are joining us on Facebook, please share this for us. Please click the share button. It's in the bottom left-hand corner of your screen. You don't actually have to post anything at all. Just send it out there, and if somebody is interested in what we are doing, they will join us. Real quick, I'm going to share my screen though, and if anybody is following us right now, I'm going to let them see our current special. So right now, if you are watching on Facebook, we have 2 years for $59, or we have 1 year at a lifetime for $99. That's what I would do right there. So it's 2 years for $59 or one lifetime for $99. So if you're watching on Facebook, just go to shibbolethdeals.com and you can get that. So, hey, everybody, I hope y'all are having a great day, a great Saturday. Oh, there's Shibby Shop Sherry. She's on here.
Hey, Landra. Hey, Patty.
Hello.
Who else is here? Oh, there's, hey, Carol and Angela and my other Sherry.
Hey.
And we have
Rebecca.
Linda and Rebecca and Melissa on here tonight as well, too.
Oh, I see it now. I have to flip. It's too many moving parts on my phone. I should be on my computer.
Like that. My hair I got a little haircut and recently, and there's a little part that's just a little bit too short. You know how that happens sometimes, and it won't stay in the ponytail? So,
yeah, mine doesn't stay in the ponytail either.
Oh, that's funny. And now Melanie's on with us. Hey, Melanie. And Nalita. Hey, Nalita. Okay, well, we're going to go ahead and get started at 7:33. And we're going to do lap 7 tonight, specifically lap 7 in the fast track. And I've already got us there tonight. Now, this is going to be a little bit shorter, so we'll have more time for Q&A tonight. But I hope that y'all have enjoyed going over this week. And yes, I know that it's a lot of information, but I want you to know the only thing that you really need to do is follow the shield, okay? Because you can be getting your water in, you can be writing down what you're eating, you can learn from just the basic first couple of videos and our new member food library what to eat with combinations, because you can do super simple. It doesn't have to be complicated. We just need super simple. You can be portion controlling, and you can know that you can eat breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And then if you need a freebie, an extra, or a snack, you could do one of those or all of those if necessary, but obviously less is best. So those are the things that you need to focus on. A lot of those laps are just really introducing you to all of the features of our website so that you can make the best decisions with that. and learn to use all of the tools that are at your disposal. So on lap 7, just remember that if you wanted to watch me do all of these things again, that's what this video is right here. And then we're going to hover over each task. And this one says, we highly encourage you to schedule an appointment with one of our 5-star reviewed mentors. They have about 300 5-star reviews. And if you know anything about reviews, when you get up in the hundreds, they've done a great job, because a lot of people don't even give reviews at all. So that's really, really awesome. This is a great time to get to know them and ask any questions that you still have after participating in this Fast Track Week. And don't delay, schedule today. When you are on the scheduling website, have a look at the other types of mentor appointments you can schedule at any time. So let's click here. It's going to take me to a different website that's called GenBook. That's the thing. So you can schedule a getting started mentor appointment. If you feel comfortable in getting started, like if you feel, yes, this Fast Track Week helped me. Oh, look, we have 397 5-star reviews. That's awesome. Anyway, if you feel comfortable that this week has helped you get started, then you might not want to schedule a getting started one. And if you feel like this week has helped you with website walkthrough, then you may not want to do that one. But let's say that you don't feel like you have all of the meal options that you might want to have, then that might be the one that you choose. So it doesn't have to be the getting started mentor appointment. It can be one of those others. And then if you'll notice, here's a May Day. Okay, a May Day is a special kind of day. All right, it's a day. It's a phone call that you make. You're making a May Day phone call. You're making a May Day appointment. You make a May Day appointment if you have more than your allowed number of holidays in a month. So when you are in weight loss mode, you can use up to 6 holidays in a calendar month. If you hit 7, then it's a blow it day. At that point, it's a blow it day, and you call for a May Day. All right. But up to 6 is a holiday. If you hit that 7th one, it's a blow it day, call for a May Day. So that's what this phone call is. And then we also have journal reviews. So if you specifically want them to review your journal, and I would say that after you have done a week's worth of journaling, go ahead and schedule a journal review. They will look through that and they will give you feedback. So while we're here, I'm just going to show you another quick way to get a journal review. Go into the journal. Right here, do you see this spot in the blue where you are choosing the type of day that you're having? There is a submit for review. If you click submit for review, you can type in, do you have specific questions that you specifically want them to review? You can ask them right there, and then you can hit request review. So that's a simple little task right there. Any questions about scheduling a mentor appointment?
So many ways to get help.
There are.
Does that send your journal to them when you do that?
Yes, they would be able to look at your journal. Yes.
Hey, Kim,
Yes.
Melanie said she can't hear what's being said.
Melanie, okay, so Melanie, will
On
you do
her
me a
phone.
favor? It still says that Melanie is connecting to audio. Maybe can you hear us now, Melanie? So sometimes when somebody can't hear, they need to go out and come back in, because if everybody else can hear me, it's not on the Zoom end. It would be just when they went through, something didn't capture that. So Melanie, let me know. Can you hear now?
I told her to go out and come back in.
Oh, okay, awesome. So maybe she did. Okay. If you're on Facebook, please feel free to say hello. We love to know who's there and watching us. Okay, so that's how you submit a journal review straight from here. And this wouldn't even require a phone call. You know, the mentor appointments are an actual phone call. But if you just want to see what they have to say about your week's journal, all you've got to do is submit that journal review right there from your journal.
Thank you.
You're welcome. And just know that, you know, we are here to help you, and we want to look at that. Hey, Josh Montgomery, we want to help you with that. So the mentor appointments are included in your membership, as many as you need for however as long as you're a member. They're included. So use them, and we want you to use them. Okay, so if you are a Tiger's Eye member, okay, what I'm going to show you next is specifically for Tiger's Eye members. If you're a fast track member or a silver level member, you would need to upgrade to get this, but there's a bunch of digital worksheets that Travis has put in here. So Tiger's Eye lifetime members have access to digital worksheets where you can create and save as many as you would like. Click on this link. Click on the Custom Meal Ideas worksheet. Click on the green Create button. List out 7 breakfasts, 7 lunches, and 7 dinner options to get your never-ending meal ideas list started. And don't forget to hit save. If you are not a Tiger's Eye lifetime member, you can upgrade at any time. So if there's anybody on here tonight that is not a Tiger's Eye member lifetime, you would just go up here to the top and there would be an orange upgrade button. I don't have the button because I am a Tiger's Eye lifetime member. So let's go ahead and click here. And we're going to scroll and see the custom meal ideas. We're going to go ahead and click there. And then I'm going to click create. I can title this. I'm going to call it Fast Track. And then I can put the date in there. And then I'm going to put starter meal ideas. And then y'all give me a breakfast that you have figured out that you like.
Well, I'll tell you one that I've been using. That's 2 eggs, or 2 egg whites. I go back and forth. 2 pieces of Canadian bacon and 2 slices of 40-calorie bread.
Okay, I like it. 2 slices. All right. Now, and as you give ideas, I might edit them just a little bit. Sherry, if you are satisfied with 1 slice of bread, that's actually best.
Okay.
Because less bread is always best. And just if you ever, and you know, in the beginning, you can have 2 slices and still be losing like crazy. But sometimes when people aren't losing as much anymore, they like have to go down to 1 slice of bread. So if you want to go ahead and start trying that, that would be a good little edit to that one. Okay. Kanan on Facebook is saying egg and cheese wrap using egg whites. So egg whites wrapped in, I'm going to put approved category 2 tortilla with condiment of cheese. Okay. And then let's just do a lunch. How about somebody's lunch?
I've been doing shaved chicken, about 4 or 6 ounces maybe, and I have this broccoli slaw from the store that it's nothing on it. It's dry, but it's already finely grated, and they just put some apple cider vinegar on it.
Okay, and what is the first thing that you said? The meat?
The chicken, shaved chicken, like deli approved.
Okay, so like a thin sliced.
And
okay.
I just put mustard. I dip it in mustard. I don't have any wrap on it, nothing. It's just little rolls of it and dip it in mustard and eat it.
Are you saying chicken? Okay, deli chicken, broccoli slaw. If that's how you spell broccoli, I don't know. Broccoli slaw,
yeah.
And you're doing
apple cider vinegar for
okay.
That is a dressing on it, and
mustard.
Mustard's on the chicken. I dip the chicken in the mustard. And
awesome. That sounds great. That sounds great. Yes. Okay. Who else wants to give me? Kanan on Facebook is saying a peanut butter and jelly. So let's write in how we would make that peanut butter and jelly. So I might use Sara Lee 45 calorie bread. I'm just going to say approved peanut butter because it could be any approved peanut butter. There is a hierarchy of peanut butters though. So for example, the best is better than peanut butter. Then you've got Nuts and More, and then Peanut Butter and Company. Those are kind of like 1, 2, 3, but any natural peanut butter or any approved peanut butter would work. And then you would have a sugar-free jelly as condiment. And that would be an approved sandwich. Awesome. Thank you, Kanan. Okay, let's do 2 dinners.
Well, I can tell you what I made tonight.
Okay.
Chicken breast, and then I used the Southwest seasoning, which should have no problems with what's in it. Doesn't have any sugar or anything. And I had grilled that, and then I made my own what I call French fries. I just cut up my potatoes like the size of a French fry, and then I sprayed them with MCT oil and put them in the oven to bake. And
Okay.
asparagus.
What, and asparagus?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'm going to make one edit to that. It's still approved. It's still a perfect day. But I am going to give you an edit. I would not add MCT oil to the potatoes. If you want something on the potatoes, maybe to have salt stick to it, I would just use like a
I use Lowry seasoned salt on them.
yes, you could spray them with the 0 calorie cooking spray, but
That's
I wouldn't.
what I did. That's what I did today. I'm
Oh,
sorry. I used Pam today, but yeah, I didn't know whether you should use that, but that's what I used today.
Oh, good. 0
So you
calorie.
recommend that over the MCT?
With potatoes for sure.
Really?
Because the MCT oil, hold on, 0 calorie cooking spray. MCT oil is it's a healthy, natural, it's a good fat, okay? But potatoes are the catalyst to fat storage. So you don't want to add fat to it. So I would use a 0 calorie cooking spray anytime I have anything with 3s, 5s, or 6s in it. See, I only use MCT oil with lean proteins and fibrous carbs. That's it.
Well, that was my question. And I tried to get a hold of the help desk online today and there was nobody responding.
Well, they're only there Monday through Friday. So
Okay.
they're there
That's
Monday
why.
through Friday, 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. But the Facebook group would have been good, to ask that kind of question as well.
Okay.
But, Sherry, still call that a perfect day because that was
Well,
honestly.
I did use Pam. I didn't
Oh,
use
yeah.
him because I couldn't find my sprayer to put it in. So God helped me out there and told me to use Pam.
Awesome. Good. Now, real quick, I'm gonna show you something. Remember the other night when we did this right here, this one? This was the one we did on Monday night. There was that 1 full hour on food combining. I'm gonna see how you got the cooking oils and fats and all of those right there.
Yes.
But then all of a sudden the cooking oils and fats disappear here because you don't need to add cooking oils and fat to something that's already got fat in it. And then as we come down here to our category 3 and category 5, they've also disappeared because you just don't want to capture any fat with that. You want as little. That's why I even say if you're using a pork tenderloin as a category 1, like right here, this pork tenderloin in this combination, if there's any visible fat on it, you want to trim it off because we're using these lean proteins to keep us safe for best results.
Okay.
Hey, Kim.
Okay. Yes.
Kim, can I give an example? I used MCT oil today, so can I give an example?
Yeah.
I had the fast burning shrimp scampi. So I cooked it in MCT oil because it's a lean protein. And then I had riced cauliflower. Jonathan Montgomery's got me all over cauliflower right now. It is so good. And I used MCT oil with it. And then I made the Chick-fil-A mock coleslaw. Y'all need to write that down. It's in the library. It's so good. The Chick-fil-A mock coleslaw with fat-free mayo. That's a really good too. So that was really good.
So that's a 1 and 2 meal.
Yeah, it's a 1 and 2 meal.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And
Because
then-
that-
and it kept me so full that at 5:30, when it was time to eat again, I didn't even feel like eating. I mean, it sustained me, but I knew that I might drag off into 8 o'clock, so I went ahead and ate it. I might eat nothing for supper. So.
Gotcha. Oh,
I
yeah.
didn't want to be tempted later.
Right. Good. Awesome. Thank you. Okay. And then y'all tell me a snack or a freebie you might like.
La la la.
Yes. Okay.
La.
Polly on Facebook is saying that she had corned beef and cabbage tonight.
That's good.
Awesome. Thank you, Polly. Anybody got a snack they like right now or a freebie?
I like cucumbers or the mini sweet peppers with fat-free ranch.
Cucumbers.
That's good, Angela. Mm.
Okay. Mini sweet. Goodness, I cannot. Peppers with fat-free ranch.
Mhm.
Awesome. Is that also calorie-free or just fat-free?
It's fat-free and calorie-free. It's that Walden Farms bacon ranch.
Okay. I'm
I
gonna
use-
check.
Yeah, I use just like a teaspoon. I just use very little amount.
Yeah.
I seldom eat a snack, but if I do, that's one of the two I pick.
Okay. Awesome. Awesome. So as you can see, and Polly says baby carrots.
Mhm.
Now remember on the baby carrots, I mean, she knows this, I'm just going to reiterate it. If you're cooking carrots, what category are they?
3.
There are 3. They're an energy carb once they're cooked. But if you're just having baby carrots, you can have them as a freebie if you need to. Okay, so we've just kind of worked through this worksheet. If you're a Tiger's Eye member, you can do this. Always remember to hit save. And let's see what it also, there it is. I'm going to click it. There would be in my list. I'm going to see what it would look like if I go and print it out. Okay. It's not quite giving me the full list and everything, so I probably wouldn't print it yet. I think that needs to be edited a little bit, the printing capability on that. But thank you, Polly. And so you can just keep this on here. So really what we're trying to do is always have our never ending food list so that when you get tired of eating certain things, because you know how we are, we will eat the same thing for a little bit and then all of a sudden it's like, okay, I need to switch. Well, you don't want to forget about things you've previously enjoyed. You just move over to do something else. But then if we don't have these things written down, sometimes we do forget things that we had enjoyed in the past. So this is just one of the features of having the Tiger's Eye membership, and there's other worksheets too. Okay, so the next thing that we're going to do is we're going to make sure that we get text notifications. So we're going to text the following keywords separately. You got to text them separately to the text number 888-813-1207 to stay up to date on all things Shibboleth. Get notified when instructors go live and or have announcements. So what you're going to do is you're going to send the word Travis by itself to that number. And then you're going to send the word my Jason, and my Jason needs to be squished together, no space between my and Jason. So if your phone auto corrects to my Jason separated, make sure that you take that space out before you hit send. And then it says, oh, here's an asterisk note. I am aware that the video says a different number. I'm also aware that it says to text Kimmy, but things have changed. The number is different. So you're going to use the 888 number that I listed up here in the top black box, and there's no need to text Kimmy, because I don't send anything out. And then I save the texting capabilities for Travis and Jason. So you want to make sure that you do those things, okay? And let's see. Kanan on Facebook says he's had so many PB&J since he started Shibboleth that he thought he was 6 years old again. Oh, that's funny. And Kanan's lost 57 pounds, y'all, just this year. So he's doing awesome too.
They have a milk with that when they have a PB&J.
I don't know. Kanan, are you having milk with that when you have a PB&J? Well, it would have to be Kroger Carbmaster or the other.
Right.
But you actually could. You wouldn't want to make it much, like maybe 8 ounces or less, but that could be a 1. And I would only do that if I wasn't having another side item. I would kind of treat that as my additional side. And Polly, I can't read all of what you wrote up there. Water. Kanan says he has water with it. Okay, so the next step that we're going to see right here is take your fast track quiz and earn your first badge. Now, okay, I'm going to read this black box and I'm going to tell you a secret. If you have watched all 14 of the fast track videos and completed each step in all 7 laps, take this quiz to see how much you have learned. Once you have completed the fast track quiz and earned your first badge, the complete libraries will open up to you if you are a silver or tiger level member, and the variety of foods are endless. They are endless. So this right here, did anybody already take the test and pass the test? Okay, if you haven't, totally fine. If you have, what that will do for you is it will open up all of your libraries, okay? So my little tip is this. About lap 2, when you have completed lap 2, I would pop over to lap 7 and take that test, because in lap 3, you're going to want that full food library to be open, right? When you start exploring in the food library, you're going to want that open. I struggle with where to put that test, because a lot of times people will take the test and then they think, I've got the badge, I'm done with fast track. Well, that's not really the point. The point of finishing fast track is so that it shortens your learning curve in a purposeful, directed way to learn all those features and everything. And so that's why I went and moved it back to lap 7, because I used to have it earlier. So I've kind of played with that. But a tip, like a little secret, is that if you want all of your things open, just pop over there to lap 7 and go ahead and take the test. You can pass that test after you've done Sunday and Monday night and watch those 14 little fast track videos. You can pass that test, and then it'll open up all your libraries. But don't not go back and finish it. Okay, always go back and finish all of the laps. Y'all got me?
Is that
Everybody got me?
Is that the same test that we took at lap 1? Isn't there a test after that? Or maybe I did what you said already.
Well, I had it in lap 1 last week, so I moved it out of here.
Well, I took a test already sometime, so.
Good, awesome. So you have your fast track badge.
How do I know?
Okay, so let me show you. You can, right now, I'm just right here. Do you see this blue?
Yep.
I'm going to scroll down. And here I can start seeing all my badges on the left-hand side. This is the Lady of Discipline badge. This is my phase 1 badge, my 25-pound badge, my Shibboleth hot badge. Phase 2, 10 pounds, 10%. There's some wow challenges that I've done. And you know how I always say, when you've done something, it'll increase the number. Every time you complete a wow challenge, that number goes up. Every time you complete a battle buddy. And so when I keep scrolling down, there's my fast track badge. So Sherry, what you would do is just see if you have this badge on there. And if you do, then you've taken that test and all of your full libraries are open. But y'all can see what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get everybody to finish every task and every lap of fast track, because I know it makes a difference if they do. And if they don't, I mean, I can only do so much. They would have to want it on their own. Okay, so you're going to take that test and you'll earn that badge. And then your next big step, let's read this box. Your next big step is to earn your 10% shirt. There are 3 steps to earning your 10% shirt. 1, watch all of Travis's original daily doses. And when you click here on this link, your next big step, it takes you directly to Travis's original daily doses. So you would be right there, and that would be your next thing. So you want to watch his original daily doses. There's 26 of them, but it takes you about 2.5 hours. I watch them over a course of about 3 nights. So like I said, I was watching them when all of my coworkers were out shooting pool and drinking beer, and I was going back to a hotel room watching Travis's original daily doses. And so I did that over about 3 nights. So I spread it out as I was going to bed and everything. So you want to watch those videos and take that phase 1 foundation test. The second thing is you want to start journaling, because it will require that you journal for 30 consecutive days. Number 3, lose 10% of your starting body weight. Now, it's very important that you have your beginning body weight in your profile tab. You know, you've edited that and put that in there, because if you don't, it won't have the data to crunch. So it needs your beginning body weight to be able to figure the 10%. Once these 3 steps have been completed, your 10% shirt badge will appear in your account. Click on the badge, verify your address, and choose your shirt size. Let me give you a tip on getting a shirt size. Order a size down, or maybe 2, okay? Because, and if it doesn't fit when you get it, you're just going to call it. Oh, and she's got the pink shirt on. Patty Bass has got the pink shirt on right now. When you get that shirt, if it does not fit, you call it #goal shirt. Okay, because there are so many people that are sad that they don't have a shirt that fits when they continue losing weight. And so I would at least order 1 size down. And if you feel even comfortable, add 2. Thank you, Polly. Hey, Becky, I see you. And then, so that's just a tip. And then it says you are still on your journey and you will need a smaller shirt. Simply check this box as complete once you've read this information. When all of the boxes are checked, your dashboard will open up to a full member dashboard. See, there's another perk. Once you've got all those boxes checked, your membership will open up to a full member dashboard. Congratulations, you're on your way. Let me show you what a full member dashboard looks like. Looks like this. And this is a really cool dashboard, and you can adjust the way these look. You can see what other upcoming events are coming up. You can just see all kinds of things in here. And it's just another fun way to look at foods. It's basically, there's a lot of places in this website for you to find things. This is a really cool meals calculator. Travis used this last night. Did y'all watch Travis last night? He used this last night. So for example, if look, it's taken the data from my website. My goal is 150. My current weight's 137.5. It's probably going to tell me I need to start eating. No, I'm just kidding. But let's say that my current weight is 137.5 and I wanted to get to 135. I'm just going to try this out. I'm going to hit count, and it's going to tell me if you have 15 Shibboleth weight loss meals in a row, you'll lose up to 2.5 meals in only 5 days. Well, there you go. If I want to lose 2 pounds, I just eat 3 meals a day and make them perfect. And I would get that 2.5 pounds off. So I like this. It's just, just kind of something to give you a goal to work at. All right. So we've been through Fast Track. While we are, let me explain this page too. This instructor page gives you things about me and Jason and Travis and Dr. Jim. This video that's right here, this is always going to be the Shibby Show, Monday through Friday. So it'll always be right here. So I do it on Facebook, but then I put it right here. So you'll be able to access it here. And then if I did something over the weekend that I wanted to share with you, I might put it right there too. This, look, there y'all are from last night. This was last night's class. And so that was the most recent class. This is my blog. If I've written a current blog, it'll be right there. And then I pulled together at one point in time all of the recipes that had hemp powder in it. And that's what this little data is. And then it gives an about information on all of us. And then there's Dr. Jim's down there on the right. So this is a good little hub place. There's a lot of places on here to keep you engaged because we know motivation can wane, interest can wane. And we know that because this is work. I mean, it is. Who would agree? I mean, it's work. It's work until you get it part of who you are and what you do. So it's just like starting a brand new job. You have a learning curve. And so once you get that job down, you understand it, you know what to do, and you're moving along in that job just no problem all the time, So this is what this is. Let's see, Polly. Okay, Polly, Polly wants to see how to get to the food calculator. So Polly, you can click on dashboard. And this dashboard over here, the one to the right of the instructors tab is where you would click. And then I have it's in here. Now you can customize this. So some folks may not have this customized. And then there's the meals calculator right there, Polly. But let me show something else. If I go all the way to the bottom, I wanted to see. I think there was another place, Polly, but if you go to that, you'll be able to find it. If y'all would like to edit this and change up this, do you see this little edit button up in the top right corner? I'm doing a little circle around it up there. If I were to click that edit button, some other things come up, and then these little widgets come up, and you can play with those. But I don't suggest doing that. First of all, this dashboard isn't going to open to you until you have everything checked. But don't worry about that. We're focused in on fast track until we completely understand all of that. Oh, you're welcome, Polly. Okay, so right now, what I would like to do is take about 10 minutes, maybe more if we have the time, but I want to see if you guys have any questions. Okay, let's see. In the chat, Michelle Harper says, nuts and more is my addiction. So there are things like we've talked about that you figure out that you don't really want to. Hey, Kathy, I see Kathy on here, and Tara and Cindy. And then Sherry says she loves better than peanut butter. See, okay, if you like quantity of peanut butter, your best bet is to get the better than peanut butter because you can use 4 tablespoons for a meal and 2 tablespoons for a snack, where all the other peanut butters are 2 tablespoons for a meal and 1 tablespoon for a snack. Okay, so you want to just kind of keep that in mind. So if you're looking for quantity, it would be this one. And the reason that works is they've taken out some of the fat, which reduces the calories, and they've increased the protein. So that's why this one, the better than peanut butter, works. Christine Phillips says that sugar-free Jell-O is something that she really likes as that'd be a freebie. And then dill pickles, Linda said dill pickles. I'm sure that was earlier when I was not looking at the chat, ladies. Thank you for saying that. I appreciate it. And then Linda says, can we use ghee butter? I was confused about some of the Facebook posts. Yes, you can use ghee butter. So ghee butter is 40% MCTs. So obviously, if you're cooking chicken or something that's category 1 lean protein, MCT would be your best because ghee butter still has LCTs in it. It still has long chain triglycerides in it. So MCT is going to be your best. Why we have ghee butter on here is because it still works and it's still good. It also helps us make this lifestyle sustainable when we want to do things that have butter. It's a great way to cook. That's why in that recipe starter kit on the website, ghee butter is included. You got your MCT, your Carb Quick, and your ghee butter because sometimes you cooking things and that calls for butter. So ghee butter would be that. So yes, but the only thing about ghee butter that you don't want to do is you do not want to, well, I wasn't even going to tell that, Patty, quit laughing at me. So
Put it in the refrigerator.
right. With ghee butter, you don't want to buy one that says plant-based. We're not looking for a plant-based ghee butter. We're looking for, the ghee butter that came from a cow. So just make sure that you do that. And just keep in mind, I would try my best to pick the best oil possible, which is MCT oil. I would use ghee butter when I want or need the butter flavor. That's just how I would kind of make that decision.
On my shrimp today.
Yes,
My
her fat burning shrimp scampi used ghee butter. Yeah. And then my husband and I used to put regular butter in a chicken dish that we made. He would take the chicken, you're welcome, Linda. He would take the chicken and he would toss it around in some whole wheat flour, because I thought whole wheat flour was good. He tossed it around in whole wheat flour, and then he put some nature seasoning on it, and then we had melted butter in a 9x13 pan, and we cooked that up, and we call it yummy chicken because it is very yummy. But we do the same thing now in an approved way. So what we do now is he'll either put MCT oil in the bottom of that 9x13 or ghee butter. He's done both. And instead of using that whole wheat flour that we used prior to Shibboleth, I use Carb Quick with nature seasoning. So I take like chicken tenders, toss it up in that, lay it in the oven like at 350 and let it cook for 7 minutes on each side. And that's a really good meal. So you can choose ghee butter or MCT with that. All right. Any other questions tonight that you want to wrap, Sherry?
I've been looking for a salad dressing in the recipes and I couldn't find any.
Okay. Let's do that.
There's some good ones.
Well, that's what I thought. There should be some. I was under recipes. I put in salad dressing and I tried it salad and salad dressing together and just dressing and nothing would come up.
Let's see what I get right here. Oh, I know why. Oh, maybe you haven't taken your test, Sherry. Maybe it didn't. There's everything with dressing in it. Sherry, I would make sure that you have taken that test.
Because I took it. Okay.
If you haven't taken the test, then it's not opened up to you.
Well, I took some tests. I don't know what it was, but I took some tests that asked, all the questions, about combinations and all that. So
yeah. Okay. I
wonder if there was a save button I was supposed to hit.
Well, there is a submit button at the bottom. Did you hit submit at the bottom?
I thought I did, and I thought it would come back and tell you what was right and wrong, and it didn't.
Yeah, it doesn't do that. It doesn't do that. But while we're here, y'all can chat for a second. I'm going to go to your account, Sherry, and see.
Okay.
Landra or Sherry.
Yeah.
They've got, I printed them out. Write them down. It's honey mustard dressing. Are you talking about for salads?
Yes.
Okay, honey mustard dressing. And then there's ginger dressing. There's Olive Garden dressing. That's a copycat.
Okay.
There's MCT Russian salad dressing. That one's good. They're all good. There's
Okay,
an MCT. Now, let me tell you one more. The fat burning blue cheese dressing, and there's a homemade ranch dressing. That's
okay.
good. Dill pickle, salad dressing.
Because I've been making a balsamic vinaigrette that my whole family likes, and I think I know it has. I can't remember if it has brown sugar in it, just a little. So I suppose I could use a sugar substitute and then change the oil to MCT. Is that most
Yeah,
of
and
them?
what I would do, Sherry, is I would put that into the Shibboleth Fixed It Facebook group and ask, because Kim Shibboleth will let you know that. But it sounds to me like if you use maybe Swerve, the brown sugar substitute for Swerve, that would probably work. And what I would do is I would write the post like, this is my recipe. Could I do this and make it work? And then she'll let you know, because that's a really great way to use your knowledge and start applying it. And then what did you say the other thing was?
It's balsamic vinaigrette and then just oil and.
Oh,
so
it's
I'd say
MCT.
it- to
Yeah,
use
I would
MCT
ask
oil.
her. Yeah, I would ask her
Okay.
about it. I don't see why it wouldn't work. Let's see, Kathy Hoffman in the chat is saying that she loves Carb Quick biscuits that are made just by adding the water. And she really enjoys the to die for roast with radishes. So radishes, y'all. Patty, tell the secret.
Yeah, radishes taste like little potatoes because when you put it in the to die for a roast, those radishes take on that flavor. And my stepdad would never eat a radish. He just wouldn't. And he ate 8 of them and thought they were little potatoes. And so we never did tell him. We never did tell my husband either. So they're really good. You ought to try them in that roast.
The
Hey,
die for
Kim.
pot roast is, yeah.
Huh?
Hey, Kim, it's Michelle.
Hey, Michelle, I see you.
I take the radishes and cook them alone just for a side dish. And I use the same seasons in the diet for roast. So I use the 3 packages of seasoning that goes in the roast, and I just use the radishes as a side dish for a lot of other things. And you think
Awesome.
you're eating potatoes.
Yes, and
Wow.
why this works, y'all, is radishes are a category 2 fibrous carb. And if they taste like and seem like texture-wise and everything like a potato, you're not getting the insulin release, and you're not bringing the fat bus and possibly capturing fat. So that's why you would be interested in radishes.
One more thing. I want to show y'all this garlic roasted potatoes. We're using radishes. Y'all got to try that. It's garlic roasted potatoes in the recipes, and y'all got to try that. That's good.
Awesome.
I'll have to try that for
making
sure.
I like making recipes.
Yeah, I do too.
Because I'm a chef.
I'm not.
I'm picking
Better
I'm
you than
picking
me.
at Kim. I'm picking at Kim just a little bit.
She's picking on me. That's not fair. Okay, so let's see. On Facebook, Polly says that she loves cooked radishes. Kanan says he loves the radishes, and Kathy is saying hilarious. I'm going to try those radishes. Awesome. Okay, any other questions?
I have another one.
Okay, Sherry, and I'll get to anybody else. I heard somebody else speaking. Go ahead.
I was noticing today when I was watching Jason Whitener, he was doing a video, the one on how to stop craving and lose weight or whatever like that.
Yeah.
Anyway, he was showing the or somewhere I saw anyway where they use the international egg whites with the Choco Right protein drink. Why the egg whites? And are you using egg whites and milk when you do that, or is it just egg whites?
Just okay. So what somebody would use egg whites for with a protein powder is just to give it more protein. It also makes it frothy. So when you kind of mix it up in a blender, it makes it frothier. And some people like that texture, but it would also give you quite a bit of protein to help keep you satisfied. So you don't have to do it that way. You really could just use water or whatever the protein shake calls for. This would just give you more protein to help keep you satisfied.
And you can also use Carb Master milk with that.
Yes, typically when you are using 1 serving of a protein powder, you could do one of those other options. But if you're just making it with water, you could do 2 servings of the protein powder. See what I'm saying? So you're kind of like offsetting, some of the protein to whatever flavor or texture or taste you like. So it's one of those things that you would try and see which ones you like best.
Well, why the international egg whites versus buying Kroger egg whites?
Because
It says-
international egg whites have been triple tested for salmonella poisoning, and it's the only one that Travis trusts raw.
Okay. Do they keep for a long time? Because it shows them in half gallon and gallons.
Yeah, they do. Sherry, you want to talk about Egg Whites International?
Oh, me, Sherry? Okay, so we have them at the shop frozen, and then you just put them in your refrigerator, and they have a pretty substantial shelf life on them.
Okay.
If you order it from us online, for like when you do the online ordering from the online store, they are going to be drop shipped directly to you from that company.
Yeah, I saw
Okay.
that and that they were
Okay.
frozen,
They,
but I just
so they'll
wondered
come to
how
you.
long, so you use those like to make egg whites in the morning to make your eggs and stuff and everything.
Absolutely. But, and see, these, and like Kim said, they're pasteurized, so you don't have to, they're pasteurized just enough. They're not cooked. So, but you're not going to get sick from them. The
'Cause I thought-
thought,
okay.
oh, go ahead.
I thought a lot of recipes I've seen seem to use that, so I didn't know.
So, but if it's a recipe that calls for egg whites that is going to be cooked, you can use any egg whites. You can use the store brand egg beaters, whatever you want to do. It's just if
Okay.
you're adding it, if you're eating it raw, if you're consuming it raw
Okay.
in a
I get it.
in a like a protein drink. I personally have not tried them because I had a really bad experience with raw eggs when I was a child, and I can't get past that mental block. But I sell a lot of them just for that reason.
Okay.
And they
Thanks.
come, you can order the pump too.
Yeah, I saw
Yeah,
that.
so you can just pump it. Yep.
All right, Angela, you had a question?
I have a question on one of the recipes I saw, I think it was yesterday. They had took the ranch seasoning and blended it with fat-free cottage cheese.
That's so good.
And is that considered protein then, or is that considered a condiment? How do I journal that?
Well, it depends on how much you used of it. So if, let's see, how much did you use of it?
Oh, I haven't used it yet. I was
Okay.
just curious. I wasn't sure how much I was allowed to use or anything because it wasn't a actual recipe. It was just, he just threw it in the blender.
Yeah, let me see if
They
we've got the,
also, they also do that for a dip, but it's also what they do with the homemade ranch dressing. That's how they make the homemade ranch dressing. With the ranch salad dressing and 16 ounces of low-fat or fat-free cottage cheese. That's how they make that ranch dressing. I think that's what they were doing.
And a question on low-fat cottage cheese. My understanding that goes to 2%. 4% is not, but 2% and is considered low fat, I guess.
well, 4% is a category 4.
Right.
But your low fat and your fat free are,
Or category 1.
yeah.
So 2% is a low fat, I guess they're saying.
Yeah, I would say that it probably is there. Let's see, is this spinach dip, ranch dip for veggies? Let's look at that one, Angela. This is 1 envelope of ranch dry mix, 16-ounce tub of low-fat cottage cheese, and then there's a little bit of water in there. Dry mix and cottage cheese together in a blender or food processor. Add water as needed until desired consistency. Use as a dip or salad dressing. Okay. A 1/4 cup can be used with category 2 veggies as an extra. Up to 1/2 cup with a category 2 veggies is a snack. Or you can have up to 1 cup with your raw veggies as a 1+2 meal. You can also add a little bit more water and have a great approved dressing. So that's why I was saying it depends on how much you're eating of it. And then I would say if you're not having any more than a tablespoon, that's a condiment.
Okay, thank you. I wasn't sure how to chart it. And I was like, well, I want to eat it till I know.
Yeah. You
Also,
know what,
when you-
Angela? I think that's super smart to
When you
know.
make it up, put it in a mason jar and put it in the refrigerator. It keeps really good. I just make them up and put them in a mason jar. I do the avocado one too because that's good for your good cholesterol to keep it raised because we eat a lot of protein. So the avocados are good to keep our good cholesterol raised. There we go. I'm sorry. That's what my doctor told me.
Awesome. Okay, so we're gonna wrap up in 5 minutes early tonight just because I am doing the How I Overcame Food Addiction and Lost Weight webinar at 8:30 to give Travis and other folks a break. So I'm going to do that. Feel free to come on over there and join me for that. if you go in, log in through the pink online webinars tab, register in the Zoom and participate through Zoom, then you would be able to get that credit for participating in a live class. So that's where I'd love to have you, but we would also love for you to share it out on Facebook because that makes a huge difference. But real quick, while we take up our last minute, Landra, are you glad you joined? Awesome. Okay. Angela, tell us again how much weight you've already lost.
68.7 pounds this morning.
Since when?
Now,
Since when,
thank you.
Angela?
I'm tickled. Did a bunch of gardening today, and my friend came down. He's like, I think it's time to buy you some new clothes. I could fit in yours with you.
Oh, that's always fun to hear.
So
Can I
he's
say
right.
something? Can I say something real quick, Kim?
Yeah.
Angela, I mean, I'm proud. I'm so glad everybody's here. But Angela, this is directed to you. I would like for you to know that you were a topic in a meeting this morning, and at the Shibby shop, we had somebody that had some health issues. Your story was so inspirational to this lady. We told her the weight that you lost, the things that you were able to get out of your wheelchair, all the other medical things, and that your story was so inspiring to this member. And I needed you to know that people are watching you, people are proud. I'm extremely proud of you. And I
Thank you.
I just needed you to hear that because you were unknowingly a great inspiration to a brand new member today. So thank you.
Thank you for thinking of me. I mean, when I first started, they literally had to help me on and off of my elliptical because I was so weak, I couldn't even do that. And now, like today, I was outside gardening and I didn't even need my cane.
That's amazing.
My daughter goes, Mom, I think I'm joining Shibby. She said, if it does that for you, let's see what it'll do for me.
That's awesome.
Awesome. That's awesome.
I'm thrilled with the Shibby. I really am.
Good.
And
I'm
we are
telling everybody.
we're thrilled for you. And that's not to negate anybody else that's here, because I'm so proud of everybody. Just being a fast track shows a gumption and commitment, and you want this because fast track is just where we need. I mean, I've been doing this for a couple of years. I'm in maintenance, and I still do fast track once a month. I watch the videos once a month because you can't hear it too much. But I just specifically wanted to tell you, Angela, thank you for sharing your story, because you are inspiring people that you don't even know.
Thank you. I'm glad somebody can be helped because I felt like nobody was helping me. So and I think I've emailed Travis and Kim both about that, that they've been such a true blessing, a true inspiration.
They are. Yeah.
And I could not have done it. I was at the point, I was so miserable. I detested my own body, and now I'm positive again.
I love that.
And
I'm gonna sit here and cry. Y'all gotta stop it.
one more thing, I had felt like there was a wall between me and the Holy Spirit, even though I knew he had been close to me years before. I felt like I'd even lost the ability to reach him because, I'd hit a dead end for so many years. And now it's like, oh, God really did listen. He showed me where to go,
That's awesome.
So I no longer feel abandoned the way I did. And so that means more to me almost than the weight, but I'm thrilled with the weight. Don't get me wrong.
Exactly.
150 more pounds to go, but I'll get there.
Yes, you will.
That's right. Well, and what I love is this also does bring us closer, I believe, to the Lord, because we're taking care of where he lives, and he respects that. He wants us to take care of where he lives.
Yeah.
Okay, I got to hop off here in 1 second. So real quick, Sherry, you glad you joined?
Very much.
Awesome. Michelle, how much have you lost?
70 pounds.
Woo!
Yay,
Sherry
girl.
ditto, how much?
75.
Woo! Carol, how much?
Not enough.
But you're glad you joined, right?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. Patty Bass, how much?
69.
Woo! And the rest of you? Anybody want to say anything? Because I got to hop off. Because if you don't, we're going to hop off. And thank you for joining us so very, very much. And y'all join me on the other webinar in a minute.
I will.
Bye, y'all. Okay, good.
Bye.
Bye.